Hello, welcome to Jaw Jacking with James. This is going to be another short episode, unscripted. I'm working on some scripted ones and some other topics, and I'm also going to start incorporating more movie reviews because that's another aspect I want to talk about on this show. But, getting away from plans within plans of coming to increase viewership and all that. Let's get started with what I want to talk about real quick. Um, I know in my other episode I talked about the dying art of just going to a video store or a movie section in a store and just looking at the movies and finding things or just doing general browsing. But something else I noticed. This was just going out the past week just to get out of the house from being cooped up in the house. Is I've noticed a lot of restaurants. I don't blame the restaurants for these. I blame the changing times of it all. Is that restaurants have gotten very minimalistic and boring with their seating areas. Like, your fast food or your fast express kind of restaurants where they're not fast food, but there's a bit more quality in the food and it reflects that in the prices. And, those types of restaurants, you can clearly see that there's less of a, hey, let's make this a fun restaurant experience while you're eating, and more of a, here's some chairs, here's a table, eat at it, then get out of here. That sort of thing. I have two examples from the past few days. Not saying I'm endorsed by them. It's just observation. But the first one was it's Jersey Mike's, subs, and way back, I used to work for them, and there used to be more of a different atmosphere to it, where it was like, wow, a brightly colored, themed regional sandwich shop is now right here where we live, out of the area where it is, because I live in Florida, and it's from New Jersey, obviously, but yeah, it had a lot more bold and brighter colors. But now that when I go there, it's very dull and pastel. I'm not saying that atmosphere is everything, but there is an atmospheric sort of thing to it when it comes to going out to eat at certain places. And the food is still always amazing, and I enjoy eating there, but there's definitely a distinct difference with the decor. Like, you have upbeat music, but everything's very kind of faded and just kind of there, which is ironic because, like, they still have the brightly colored cups that are, bright blue, bright red, and white, and their uniforms are, brightly, like, not like bright, but like have more of a distinct, deep color. But the whole inside is just kind of faded. And a second example, once again, just an observation, not saying that the restaurant chain itself is wrong for this, but I was eating at Taco Bell, and they have the self registers, and at the moment that one I was at, three of the four self register things were broken, and only one of them worked. And it took me like a minute and a half to configure myself how to use the touch screen and what I would want and how to do it. And I thought to myself, they could also save time by just having someone on the register for this sort of thing. But I know things have changed, and there's this shift away from actually giving service to a customer. But it felt weird to me doing it, and it's like, and they do have a register there, but I didn't know that until after I ordered. But it's just one of those like modern things that's happening, and like this doesn't need to come on. And then I sit down, and that particular Taco Bell, I have been going to that one for, oh my god, like most of my life, and it's been that in that location, and it's gone through the the switch from when it was more of a actual brightly colored neon place from the 90s up until like the mid 2000s, give or take, where yeah, the seats were white and the chairs had a green blue stripe through them. Some older people listening would probably understand what I'm talking about, but then they went through like the Live Moss Cantina sort of thing. That wasn't bad either, but it was still like a kind of theme to the restaurant. Tex-Mex, but it still had a theme, and it was a different location from where you were eating at home. And that's the whole point of restaurants, is that you're not at home, so why not have kind of an experience with it? And yeah, no, it's just, but once again, like inside there, everything's minimal. There are chairs, there are tables, none of them are cleaned, but that's a whole nother thing. Uh, but yeah, a lot of restaurants have gotten very minimalist, and it's something that isn't appealing to me. I mean, this is coming from someone who used to work in the service industry for most of their 20s, and if you're gonna have an appeal to your restaurant, you might want to have something going on in the restaurant to make people be like, oh, I want to go there because it's fun there, and I also have good food there. Just a personal opinion of mine, but it's one of those things that you just have to accept. On another aspect of it, like that a restaurant, sort of a restaurant, is Wawa, not endorsed, but I do go there quite a bit. They have the touchscreen registers where you can order food, but the big difference is that it's brightly colored. There's an atmosphere to it that, wow, you're at Wawa, it's a big deal. And yeah, more restaurants need to go back to getting bold, bolder, brighter, more fun things to do while you're eating at your restaurant. Just one of those things. I mean, I could remember a time back when I was much, much younger, that McDonald's used to have, Nintendo 64s in the restaurant that kids could play on. I mean, did society peak at that point? Or was it all just downhill from there? Because, most of the main chained restaurants, fast food restaurants, your Burger Kings, McDonald's, your Wendy's, they had their peak, and I don't know if they'll ever get it back. Like, McDonald's had, you could have birthdays there, it had game consoles in the place, it had a playground. I mean, it had Ronald McDonald there, and would actually show up as a clown there. Burger King had the Burger King plus a plaything, and their themed multiracial like kids, I forget what the hell they were called, but like that was a thing during the 90s. Like every store had a multiracial group of kids. But yeah, that was one of their things, you know. But you know, in Wendy's, you know, when they used to have the yellow backdrop aesthetic to all of their products, like the yellow cup, yellow wrapping, yellow fries. I think that's when they peaked. Of course, Dave was still alive then, and I think it all went downhill with, you know, if there's no Dave, then is it really Wendy's? You know? And it's been a long time since I've seen the Burger King at Burger King. Like, you know, if you're gonna have a, you know, royalty, you know, fictional royalty at your restaurant, wouldn't it, you know, be prudent to have your mascot there? I mean, I don't know. And, you know, Taco Bell got it the worst. They used to have the Loquito Taco Bell. And, you know, it was one of those fun things, but then they had to stop it because, you know, oh, that's offensive. Is it, though? A Chihuahua that's Mexican going to Taco Bell? Is it really? I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, but whatever. But yeah, those are just things that have been on my mind. Like, should we get back to having an experience when we actually go out? You know, something different. You know, instead of just eating at home at a normal table with chairs, why not sit in a car booth in a 50s themed restaurant, or sit in a little cave thing at a, you know, jungle or dinosaur themed restaurant? If you know, what is that place? Cafe, Rainforest Cafe. That's it. And yeah, actually, I used to enjoy that place, but they got very bland and very the food, not the experience, but the food got very bland and overpriced. It's like, really, you're gonna charge me $20 for a cheeseburger? I could have just gotten it at McDonald's for half, if not quarter, the price. And the only difference is that you added lettuce and tomato to your tiny burger. Come on, it's bullshit. Yeah, those are things that have been bugging me. But honestly, I only, you know, go out to eat at restaurants now just because I'm out and I need something to eat. Most of the time now, lately, in the last, oh, give or take, like, few years, you know, I mostly cook at home now. And I completely cannot eat McDonald's anymore because my body has rejected eating that kind of food again. And yeah, I can't even stomach it anymore, which is, you know, I guess a good thing, but at the same time, like, what is in that food that'll, you know, so make my body violently react to it? I won't go into details. I'll just say, after I ate it, it did not feel great. That's something. But yeah, like, why do we even go out if there's not going to be a change in the dynamic of how we are eating? Might as well just stay home and put on some music. Same effect. The only difference is that, you know, you're not in a lame restaurant that's overcharging you. Anyway, that's just something that was on my mind, and I want to put it out in an episode. I'm planning, I've already made like a, you know, proto script, short script, for a new longer episode where I'm gonna exclusively, the whole episode, talk about soda. Yeah, good old fountain drink, frothy beverages, pop. If you're in Georgia, everyone just calls every soda Coke. But I come from the just calling it soda. But anyway, I Would love if I get some more subscriptions. I'm trying real hard here because I want to make this my living, and trying to get to other platforms. I recently got onto Amazon, so I'm on Amazon now, and I'm trying to push out from there. Anyway, if you enjoyed, love it if you'd give a like, give a little subscription. I don't know how long it'll be before I can start making money off of this, but we're going to keep trying till something happens, because the sky's the limit, and we can all make our dreams come true. Just look at me. Not a very good example, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, you have a good day, and thanks for stopping by and listening.